Hi guys, I wanted to review the movie Warm Bodies. This is important though, kind of. I mean, not in the scheme of things, but I don't know. It's more than my other reviews just because I didn't think that I would want to see this movie. I'm not a zombie movie person because of the gore, so I was not going to see this movie. I didn't really know anything about it actually, but my brother said that I would like it, you know, aside from the gore, so I was like, okay. So I went to see it, and it is one of the best movies that I've seen this year. It's actually probably one of my favorite, you know, not in terms of like highly acclaimed Oscar-worthy movies. It has just like so many aspects to it that I love, and it's like a lot of movies that I've seen in a good way. I have it in my phone. Okay, it kind of reminded me of The Little Mermaid, because the part where, if you don't know what this is about, it's basically like, it's like a zombie apocalypse and some human beings are left and they've sort of built this wall that they stay in to get away from the zombies, and this other sort of species of zombie called the bonies, I think they're called, or the skeletons. They're really creepy and they remind me of a video game. Actually, the whole thing kind of reminds me of a video game, but that's a later note. So this one girl, human girl, goes with like her boyfriend and some other friends, I guess, to try and get like medicine for back behind the wall, and so they have to like venture out into the zombie infested areas. So she is there. The zombie, the main guy, his name is R, so he like decides to try and take Julie with him. Not in a mean way, just like, you know, he liked her, so he was just gonna be like, he was gonna try and keep her, I guess. So anyway, there's a part where, you know, Julie is trying to guess his name, and he's sort of like, he's not able to talk because he's a zombie, and so she's guessing names, and it just is very much like The Little Mermaid, where Prince Eric is trying to guess Ariel's name, and she can't talk, so he's guessing names, and I don't know, just reminded me of that. It reminded me very much of a video game, which I liked. There's a really funny part where R, the zombie, is reading an Us Weekly, I think. It's very subtle, and I don't know if I'm reading too much into this, and if this is actually what they intended, but I think that this is probably what they intended. And so he's reading Us Weekly, and Kim Kardashian's like birthday bash is like the cover of it. And he's reading it, and it just like zooms in on her face, and then it shows his face, and then it zooms in on her eyes, and they just look like dead zombie eyes. And I think that's very fitting, because really, I mean, she is kind of just like a zombie. It reminds me of Edward Scissorhands, because there's a scene in Edward Scissorhands that has to do with makeup, and it is similar to the scene in, what's this movie called? Oh yeah, Warm Bodies. It's similar. And also there are other aspects of it that are similar as well, in general, similar to Edward Scissorhands. And the biggest, you know, comparison is with Romeo and Juliet. I realized in the movie just sort of like the fact that, well, the balcony scene was very obvious, and I was like, oh, ha, Romeo and Juliet, but the fact that they can't be together, but they want to be together, and they're sort of like enemies, and, you know, that whole thing is like very Romeo and Juliet. And I didn't realize until after that the names are like Romeo and Juliet. You know, his name is R, her name is Julie. The movie is essentially Romeo and Juliet with zombies and humor. And I want to make it a point to say that this movie is hilarious, like subtly hilarious and very interesting. And, you know, the whole movie is like R's inner monologue at all times, and it starts really interesting too, because I've never really seen a movie start out so slow. Not in a bad way though, just in a unique way. Yeah, it really just starts out like, you know, you really get a feeling for what life is like for him. So I thought it was hilarious. I thought the performances were fantastic. I love the two people, Nicholas Hoult and Teresa Palmer. I love them both. I thought they were fantastic. Oh, the friend, Julie's friend, I thought she was really funny. I think, well, because my brother said that he didn't like the friend, and he didn't like when she, you know, there's a part where she meets the zombie R, and she's just like, sup. And he thought that that was dumb, but I actually really love that, I loved her. I think she was really funny, and I think that she wasn't like a dumb, snotty, like oftentimes the friend, the girl friend, to the main girl is often like a snotty, overconfident jerk for whatever reason, and it's always like the main girl that's like, you know, insecure and whatever, I don't know. That's just how it is. And actually I thought she was really funny, and not like super snobby or dumb or overconfident. I thought she just seemed like a normal person that would actually in real life be that girl's friend. So I liked the casting of that and how she played that part, and I thought it was funny, actually, the part where she does meet the zombie and she's just like, sup, because it's, you know, two teenagers, one's a zombie but the other one's not, and it's like, what else would they say? Like, I thought, like, you just say whatever you would normally say to someone else that's not a zombie. I don't know, I just thought it was very funny and very true to real life. So yeah, I just wanted to rave about this movie. I think that's kind of it. Yeah, I can't believe how much I loved this movie. I never thought that you know, I haven't really seen any other zombie movies aside from Warm Bodies, and I'm not really into them, like I said, but this one is, you know, it's so good, and I haven't stopped thinking about it. I love it. I can't wait to get it on DVD. It's really a good, funny, worth your time and your money movie. I really think so. It was unique, interesting, new, funny. I mean, I don't know, I'm sort of repeating myself now over and over, but I have nothing but good things to say about everything about this movie. So, that's my long review rave thing, I guess, of Warm Bodies. I just want you to see it, is the point of this video. I really think that you should, because I'm glad that my brother told me to see it, or else I would not have seen it. So, go see it. It's really good, and you won't regret it. Okay, so comment below if you did see the movie, what you thought of it. And if you didn't see it, you should go see it and then come back and comment what you thought of it. Please subscribe and thumbs up if you like this video.